Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make an inventory system, part 1. And to start things out, I am going to just show you the code for the player because I honestly think this is the best code for the player that we're going to use. Thanks to Gaming 101 for helping me figure out how to use this amazing code. You guys should watch his videos if you are interested in top-down shooting games if you'd like. But for now, let's focus on our inventory system. To start things out, let's make a little object inventory system. Okay, so no sprite is needed. So let's add a create event. Drag some code over. And we're going to say global.slot1 equals false. Okay, so basically, I love this code right here. This is what I've been using lately. So global, instead of having just a variable being one object, so instead of it just saying slot 1 is just in this little object, it's also going to apply to the player and all the other objects as well. Okay, so I'm just going to add 5 of these. Okay, all right. Now that we have that down, let's create our little potion. Okay, so I've already drawn all the sprites I wanted, so before you start this video, I recommend you draw your sprites before you start. Okay, so you do your little sprite potion there, okay? And now I'm going to put down my object inventory slots, okay? But I'm just going to do slot 1 because we already have our basically inventory system right here. So let's apply the parent. Actually, we don't need a parent for this. My bad. Okay, so for the inventory slots, this is what I did. Okay, so in the future, we're going to be using this. So if we click it, then it'll pop up more inventory slots that we can use. This is just going to be an empty one. This one has the health potion in it, the mana potion, and this is going to be our weapon slot. Okay, you guys might remember these from my previous inventory system that I didn't finish, and I apologize for that. Okay, so let's continue. Let's apply the sprite right here. And since this is number 1, I'm actually changing plans. I'm just going to make it like that. Okay, so now we're going to do a create event and say image speed equals 0, image index equals 0. Okay, so image speed, if we don't apply it, then you'll just keep going back and forth on all the things. So it will look like this over here if we don't add the image speed. And the image index, that's basically this. So image index 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? All right. So now let's go to our potion. So let's do a step event, drag some code, and let's name this, let's see here, collision with player code. Okay? So this is going to be for slot 1. So if place meeting, so if it touches the player, XY object player, then we're going to say if global dot slots equals none. So if there are no slots that currently have potions in them, then it's going to continue on. If global dot slot 1 equals false, and as we can see over here, that's what we did over here. Global.slot1 equals false, okay? So it already equals false. And let's apply this before we forget it. So copy that, make a create event, drag some code. Okay, then it's going to do x equals object inventory slot 1.x, and then y equals object inventory slot1.y. Okay, and then we're going to do an if place meeting xy object inventory slot 1. Then we're going to do with object inventory slot 1 image index equals, let's see here, image index is going to be 2 because it has the potion on there. And that's what we want it to look like. So image index equals 2. Okay. And then global dot slot1 equals true. Sorry, wait 1 second. One more thing. Global dot slots equals slot1. Okay. So it's very simple. So if it's touching the player and it has no slots that currently have no potions, and if slot 1 is available, then it's going to go to the inventory slot. And then if it's touching the inventory slot, then we're going to change the inventory slot to have this sprite right here instead of this one to show that we have potions in that slot. Okay. And then we're going to make it so nothing else can get inside the inventory system slot because it's already occupied. And also, we made it so now if another potion is touching the player, then it's going to put it right in this inventory slot. But before we do that, we're going to have to destroy the instance because we don't want it to keep stacking up, or else it will most likely lag. Okay, so we have our little slot 1 code right here. And now we're going to do this. We're going to add another thing of code. We're going to call it, let's see here, occupied slots. Okay, so if global dot slots equals slot 1, then if place meeting with object player, then it's going to do the same exact thing. So let's just copy and paste this. So x is going to equal that, and if it's touching it, then it's going to change the image index. But we basically don't need this part right here because it's already telling it to be an image index to, I think it was 2. I'm not entirely, I totally forgot. Okay. So now we have this, and I'm going to demonstrate what it will look like right now. Add this in the room somewhere. Add some potions. All right, so if we touch it, then we get something, an error. Oh, I forgot. We need to add this in our room as well, the inventory system. So then it will tell us what slots it can go into. Okay, so if we touch it, it will go into the thing. If we touch that, it will also go in the same thing. If we touch this, it will go in the same thing. Okay, but you might be thinking, wait a second, how would I know how much I have in here? It's going to be very simple. So we're going to go into our inventory system. We're going to do a draw event. And we're going to do draw text, X, Y, and then, let's see here, potions plus string. Okay, so this is basically going to make it so it's going to keep adding up the number of potions we have. So let's do global dot number of potions. Okay, let's copy this right here. let's paste it in here. Global.potions equals 0. Okay, and then when we go in here, before it destroys itself, we're going to say global.number of potions plus equals 1. Okay, and we're also going to apply it to this one as well. Actually, I'm going to show you if we don't add it to this one. So as we can see here, potions equals 0 because we have no potions in the inventory right now. We get it, then it equals 1. If we get this one, it won't work because we didn't put the code in this one. All right, so let's have it load. Okay, so if we go collect it, potions equals 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm just going to end the video from right here. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.